Hi guys, this is part 14 of the series How to Create a City in Blender. Today I will show you how to create a road system in the new Blender 2.82. We are going to model some road parts, texture them, and then use some modifiers to create the road system. So let's start. I will select everything with A, press X and enter to delete. 7 on the numpad, Shift and A. I will add a new plane here. Tap to go to Edit. Control and R to add a loop. I will add a loop in the middle. Select faces. I will select the one side, X, and delete faces. As you can see, this is a half of the plane. Tab to go back to Object. Go to Modifiers and add a mirror modifier. So now we have plane mirrored. Now let's go back to Edit, select Edge. I will select this edge, press E to extrude on the Z axis, so press Z on the keyboard. I will bring it a little bit up, so this will be the sidewalk. I think it's enough. And E to extrude, X on the X axis, and I will press on the numpad -1. Select the edge here, press Ctrl and B to bevel. I will go something like this and tap to go back to Object. So this is the first part of the road. I will name this plane as straight, since it will be a straight road, and also rename the collection to road parts, let's say. So now it's time to texture the road. I will first go to World Properties and select from here Environment Texture, and I will open an HDRI that I have downloaded already from hdriheaven.com. I will add the link into the description. So I will select this Piazza Bologna. I will open the HDRI, go to texture view, and I will change to shading tab. I will press period on the numpad, select the road, press period, and I will leave it somewhere here. Create a new material. I will name this one as asphalt. And now it's time to find our textures that we are going to use. So I will expand the tab from here. I save the textures here, so as you can see I have some textures for the road and the sidewalk. We'll go to road, select the albedo, and drag and drop to import it. So connect the color to the base color of the principal BSDF. As you can see, the rotation is the other side, so Control and T to add the mapping, and to the rotation I will change the rotation to the Z-axis by 90 degrees. So this is the road. Now let's import also the rest of the textures. So this one is the height map. I will drag and drop it somewhere here. I will press Shift and A and search. I will search for a math node. I will connect the color to the bottom and the value to the displacement. I will change to multiply and change also somewhere like 0.2. Now let's import the normal map. So for the normal map, let's press Shift and A again, search. I will search for a bump, add the bump, color to the height, and normal to normal of the principal BSDF. For me it's too much, so I will change the strength a little bit, go to somewhere 0.6, it's enough. And also import the roughness. I will press G to move bump down, roughness here, and color to roughness. So this is perfect. I will press Shift and A and add also a colorant to the roughness to control the roughness of the road. So I will drag and drop the black somewhere here. And now let's create some water to the road. I will add here Shift and A, search for a Voronoi texture, and also search for a noise texture. I will connect the color to the vector of the Voronoi. Let's move them somewhere here. I will also press Shift and D to duplicate the colorant and connect the distance to the factor of the colorant. I will press Ctrl Shift and click on the colorant to preview the texture until here. So this is the Voronoi with the noise texture connected. I will change the detail of the noise texture to something like 16, and also the scale of the Voronoi to something like 2. This is okay, it's not too strong. And now I will change the black spots, which will be the water, to something like 0.3. I will leave it to 0.4 for now. Control Shift and click on the principal BSDF to see the texture back. Now I will select everything here, press Ctrl and J to create a frame, press N to open the properties, and I will change the label to water. Now this frame, it will be connected with the roughness, because I would like to leave the roughness of the texture. So I will move a normal map and move them also somewhere here. Now let's duplicate the math node from here, because I will still need it as multiply, and connect the color of the roughness texture to the top and the water to the bottom. Okay, this looks good for now, and we are going to also connect the water to the bump. Here I will search for RGB, mix RGB. I will connect the texture, the bump texture to the bottom and the color of the water to the top. I will also change this one to multiply, and with the factor here we can control if we want more bumps or less. Change this one to 0.5 actually, and now we'll change the noise to 0.8. This looks fine. So we have some spots of water to the road. Now let's continue with the sidewalk. So I will select the road here, go to materials. I will create a new material here, press new, and I will name it as sidewalk. And actually I will copy everything from the asphalt. So press A to select everything, right click, copy, go to the sidewalk, select everything, X to delete, and Ctrl V to paste. I will change to faces, select from here to here with Control, select the sidewalk and press assign. So this will be the sidewalk, and now from here I will change the textures to the sidewalk. So we'll click open, go back to the sidewalk, select the albedo. For the roughness, change to sidewalk roughness. For the normal, change to the normal for the sidewalk, and the height to the height of the sidewalk. Assign, and now we have to go to UV editing. We'll zoom a little bit, press 7 on the numpad to go to top view, go to texture view, and press U to get the list for the UV mapping, and unwrap. So this is the size of the sidewalk. Go now to UV editing, select everything, S and X in order to scale on the X axis, and I will choose something like 2 on the numpad. As you can see, need some more, so S and Y to scale on the Y axis, and I will also change to something like 2. Press tab to go back to object. As you can see, the sidewalk looks already good. Except here. So go back to edit and G to X to move it to the Z axis somewhere here. Now we need some more. Now as you can see, I selected everything, so go back to material, select the sidewalk and click on select to select everything that sidewalk material is assigned to, and play a little bit with the UV editing. to bring it somewhere that you like it. No, I prefer it like the first time. So this is the road and the sidewalk, and now you can we can play with the shading to change a little bit the normal and the head map, because it seems too bumpy. So I will change to 0.2 for example, and change the fact here. Somewhere here I will change to that. This is for the sidewalk. So let's select the asphalt material and change the normal to something like 0.2 for example. This is much better, and you can change to add more of the water or more of the material to the normal map to the road. So I will change to something like this. This looks much better. So 0.2 with 0.9. I will change back to sidewalk. Let's move to the head map and change something you prefer. So at first we had it like 0.2, which is the other side. So let's change to minus 0.14. This is much better. And from the water you can change how much water you like or not. So the sidewalk looks already good. Road is good. And let's now save the project. So I will save it here. And now let's change to layout. Zoom, press 7 on the numpad, and we have to create some more parts of the road in order to connect them after together. So you can play with the materials. I will leave it like this for now. Change, Shift and D to duplicate. I will press the right click on the mouse to leave it at the exact same position and hide the first straight part. I will change this one to, so I will rename it for road, for example. I will press the edit and start changing the shape of this plane. So now we would like to create a spin. So I will remove the mirror, Control and R to add a loop to the middle of this one also. Z, wireframe, select faces, C to circle select everything. I will select the half of this one, X, and faces to delete this part of the faces. And now go back to solid view or material view. I will go to material view, press tab to go back to object mode, and rotate this one on the z-axis by minus 90 degrees. And now to create a spin of this part, let's go to Tab View, change to vertex. I will select this one, Shift and S, and cursor to selected. So I will leave the cursor there. Double tap on this edge to select all the edge. Press 7 on the numpad. You have to be on the top view and select the spin tool from here. As I will unzoom a little bit and change the rotation of this one. And by pressing Ctrl to snap on the degrees, I will leave it there. Go back to select box, and this is the part that I would like to have. But as you can see, the textures are stretched, so press 7 on the numpad, Z wireframe, A to unselect everything, C for circle selection, and I will also delete this part of the faces. We'll leave on only this one. So I would like to move it to the center of the axis here, so I will go back to object mode, back to material preview with Z key pressed, Shift and S, and send the cursor to the world origin. And now I will select first we have to change the origin of the corner here, so I will select vertex and select this one, Shift and S, cursor to the selected, right click, let's first press tab to go back, Shift, right click, and set the origin to 3D cursor to have it here. Now Shift and S, cursor to world origin, and again Shift and S and selection to the cursor. As you can see, the selection is now straight to the world origin. And now press tab, go to materials. I will select the Sidewalk for now, change to UV editing. Let's go back here to top view. As you can see, UV unwrap is just a straight line, so I will press U on the keyboard and unwrap to unwrap it again, but I would like to get it rounded, so I will go here, double tap and double click, sorry, on this edge to select all the vertex here. Let's start from the bottom, select everything, S to scale Y on the Y axis, and 0, and also this one, scale on the Y axis 0, G and Z, and Y, sorry, to move it to the top, and do it for all the below, so Y, so this one, I will move them all a little bit up. I will do it a little bit fast here just to finish. Okay, and now do the same process, exact same process on the x axis. So sx0, sx0, and enter to create a rectangle unwrapping here. And I will show you in a little bit a trick to make all the rectangles here nice. So I will select here faces. I will like this space between the faces, or let's say this one. So select this one, press space to search, and search for follow. I think this is how, yes, follow active quads. So enter, okay, and all the faces have the exact same size now. So this is how it looks like now. I will also bring this one up. I prefer it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is much better. And let's do also the same process for the road. So let's select asphalt from the materials tab and select U and unwrap and change from the UV editing the texture to the background. So this is how it looks like now. Let's select it again and I will scale a little bit and also move it to avoid the lines. I will leave somewhere here. Go back to object, press 7 on the numpad, G on the X by 2, minus 2, G on the Y minus 2, so 2 by 2, minus 2, yeah, great, minus 2, and now change the origin of the plane to the word origin. So right click, set origin to 3D cursor. So now if I rotate, it's at the middle. And now go to modifiers and add a mirror modifier. And also to the Y axis. As you can see now we have 4 roads, one on the X axis and one on the Y axis. I will apply these modifiers in order to edit. So now let's go back to layout, back to edit mode. I will change to vertex and start, because as you can see here it's these are not connected. I will start connecting the vertexes together. So select these two, Alt and M at center, and continue the process until all the vertices are merged to the center. I will leave it somewhere here and also repeat the same process from the other side. And now let's merge it to the x-axis to create a perfect rectangle square here. Alt and M at center, continue till the end. So this is how it looks like now. So select the road again, go to UV editing, U, and unwrap to unwrap the whole road here, G to move it, S to scale. So I will scale somewhere here and avoid also the lines of the road. So this is how it looks now. So we have also the shape. And let's move to the third part, that it will be one straight sidewalk on this side and a road on this side, so we can rotate it wherever we like. So I will shift and D to duplicate this one, rename to, let's say, 3 road, changed to lowercase. Okay, and also hide the 4. Tab and select everything, go to wireframe, selection, circle selection, so I change to faces and delete the half of the plane. Go back to object mode, and I will also unhide this one, the straight one, and shift and D to duplicate, hide the straight one and leave only the 3 road and the straight one. Go back to solid view or material preview, it's better. I will remove the mirror and rotate to the Z axis by 180 and scale to Y axis by 2. Or because the texture will be stretched, Ctrl Z to go back, add an array modifier, change to the Y axis, select apply, enable here the snap tool, G, Y, and move it to the Y axis to align them, and also press 1 on the numpad. Well, I will go to wireframe and also select this side and G to the Z. Okay, this is not as okay. The origin that we said, it wasn't correct on the Z axis, so let's change it. We'll go to top view, go back to material view, tab, edit, vertex, double tap to select everything here, shift and S, cursor to the selected, change the origin to the to this plane, and now Shift and S, cursor to the word origin, and move Shift and S the selection to the cursor. So now it's not at the correct here. So I will press Shift and select both of them, Control and G, and now this is the three roads. I will rename it again. So it looks nice. So let's also hide this one, and I'll hide the fourth one, because as you remember, this is not aligned perfectly. So select everything. Yes, it's better to select only the road. Shift and S, cursor to the selection. Go back to object, set origin to 3D cursor, and back Shift and S, cursor to the word origin, and move the selection to the cursor. So now everything is aligned. I will also save, Control and S. And now it's time to create a road system. So I will unhide the straight roads. I will Shift and D to duplicate. Disable also the snapping tool. Unhide, let's hide the straight and select the new plane. Press M to change collection. I will create a new collection, name it here, let's say the road system. So now the road parts will be hidden at the end, and the road system will be here. So let's press I will apply the mirror modifier for now. Save, press 7 on the numpad, and now let's start creating the row system. So first thing first, I will add an array modifier to the y-axis. I will press Shift and A and create a new bezier here, middle. Change the rotation, so press R to the x-axis by 90 degrees. This is how it looks now. 7 again. Tab to go to edit. A to select all the vertex of the bezier. V and change, let's say, to vector. 7 on the numpad. Tab, go back to object, rotate to the z-axis by 90 degrees. So now it's in at the middle of our road. So select the road, go back to the array. Let's say fit to curve. I will choose the bezier here, and also add a curve modifier and select object the bezier curve. So now if we select the bezier curve, go to tab to go to edit and select this vertex. I will go to top view to show you and press E to extrude the vertex. As you can see, the road is following the bezier curve. So I will leave it somewhere here. And also, if you would like to create some nice curves, press V again and switch to automatic, and E to extrude somewhere here. As you can see, this is are some straight lines. So I will go back to object mode, select the road, press tab to go to edit, and you can add some loops to the road in order to bend the curve here. So you go back, as you can see, the road now is curving better. Select the Bezier curve, go back to edit. I will enable proportional editing here, G and Z, to move it on the Z axis. As you can see, the road is following the Bezier curve. So select also this vertex V and automatic to go to a straight line. And as you can see here, press 7 on the numpad, you can create whatever you like. You can extrude and follow, for example, the map of the New York City that we created at this series. You can move it to where you like. If you like this line to be straight, you can change to vector and move the road to your like to create something straight. Also, you can create a four-lane road without sidewalk, with sidewalk, with different materials. You can create a variety of roads here. So let's go to the start, because we have created already some different parts. I will unhide the fourth, for example, and move it. No, better is to duplicate it first. Move the duplication to the road system and unhide again the road parts. Move this one to here and rotate and connect to match the road here. And also the 3-lane road, you can add it and create whatever you like. So this is part 14. So to the next part, I will create the road system for New York City, connect the roads there, create some more varieties, some more parts of the road, and connect everything there. I hope I will see you on the next video, and please, if you liked it, press the like button, give me your feedback at the comments below, and if you are not subscribed, please do it now. See you everyone.